today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report to work every day with that type of a losing streak looming over you. How do you break out of it? And you're looking at each other to try and figure it out.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
At the first carry now, this is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the line of scrimmage.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Returnable for Lockett. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Offside defense.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop. Because you see the net result here. You go ahead and finish the play. You don't give up that type of yardage.
Jerron Harmon makes the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. On first down, Stafford here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Intended for Kenny Gallagher. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
There defensively.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, and reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Yeah, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got Snead. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Carry on Johnson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And 7 at the 12.
That's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
At the 6-yard line.
To Johnson again. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This is DJ Reed returning. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized for the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Now Rashad Penny. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Penny, a 1st down carry. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of first at the 32. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Penny. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20, and all the way down to the 17-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So here come the Lions now. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say,
and that's caught inside the 35. Now all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a great throw right there. It really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Matt Prater
set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Penny. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a give to Penny. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
A handoff to Penny. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
After the penalty, it's Penny. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's got Miller. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. First from the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there. And
he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Jerick McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the 50, it's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Detroit. How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go to Johnson again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Able to get away. He can't get away forever, and down he goes. Marcel Darius drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you give 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there. Good for 16 and a 1st. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to hit his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the play.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They had 2 straight first downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. He's going to let it fly. And look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Wilson wants to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Wilson. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
It's a gain of 17.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Seattle.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock gets on 0.
Good way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Lions, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.